Okay, today we're going to talk about the setup for the Conservation of Momentum lab. We're going to be using two carts in this lab. We're going to be using the male cart and the female cart. And so what's going to happen here is you're going to place both carts relatively close to each other, with the setups being the photo gates this time. We're not going with the motion detectors. And in terms of the photo gates, there's a little red light that you have on top. You want to make sure definitely that the lights are going on and off as you pass the cart through. Again, on and off as the cart goes through. There's a little gate that you want to basically flip the little switch on. There is a switch right there. If it does block, the red light will constantly be on. So you want to make sure that, again, as it goes back and forth through there, that the light's going on and off. All right. In terms of setup, you don't want to have this in the middle of the table because you want to avoid the holes in the middle of the table. In terms of setup, you want to make sure the popsicle sticks can pass through the sensors, that they're not too high. And in terms of setup, you don't want these too far away from the explosion point. You want them at a point where the carts are just disconnecting. So a good way to do that is to push the carts together, and at that point, anything beyond that now that they're going to disconnect. So you don't want them too close again. If they're too close, that's not good. You don't want them too far because now friction's taking effect. Again, we're looking for the just the right spot, so just beyond the explosion point. In terms of the setup with the male cart, you'll notice that there are two notches here. We're going to go ahead and use the first notch for this. You're going to stick the nozzle in, and then you're going to push up so that it locks in. All right, so what's happening now is this is now ready for the explosion that we're talking about. You want to go ahead and put this real close to each other, and you're going to go ahead and we're going to explode this with the ruler. So all you're going to do here is you're going to take the ruler, you're going to put it right on top of the nozzle, like that, and it's going to cause the carts to move away from each other. You once again want to make sure that you catch the carts. I'm by myself with you and your partners. You're going to make sure that you catch the cart that's not going to fall on the ground. You're not going to have it fall into the sink. Again, you're looking for the explosion point to happen and then for you to catch it. Other things to be aware of with the lab itself, just to make sure that you are trying to eliminate any type of error. If the carts are moving, you probably want to adjust the surface, whether it be to move to the ground, a different spot on the table. It's no good if these things are moving back and forth. So again, make sure that they're in a nice level spot. I'll give you a close-up here of the setup, and I'll show you how to do the computer here in a minute. But again, the photo gates are what we're using. So as you take a look over here, here's the setup. You're going to hook this up. You've got two of those. You're going to have two photo gates. You're going to have two clips right there, and then it's going to hook up to your computer. All right, and again, there's that nozzle where we're going to go ahead and trigger the effect.